Hey, David.
Hello.
We're on the internet.
Hello and welcome to Family RPG. I'm David Leonard, your Dungeon Master for Star Trek Adventures, the Klingon Empire. Welcome to Season 3. We didn't think we'd go back to this game, and yet here we are. And this is just the theme song played by the Genesis version of Star Trek Next Gen, which hopefully won't get copyright claim because it's just so basic. But whatever. Not that
We
it
do
matters.
own the original game.
Yes.
He has playing an emulator right now, but yeah.
Although we are not the Federation this time,
No.
thankfully.
Got more fun this way.
Yes, a lot more fun with the...
Solve problems a different method.
Absolutely.
Nice point.
So, we had to meet the crew previously, but I guess we can have a little recap of who we are and what the ship is before we get started.
I suppose I'll go first because I am Maltz, son of Gorkon, leader of the Antok House. House Antok. Yes.
Yeah, we can talk about the House of Antok. That we learned about it? Sure.
We researched, after we chose it. Actually, well, yeah, I guess we really rolled for it. That it would be the physician house.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they were the ones that had, tried to genetically modify Klingons back in the days of Enterprise TV show, and they're the reasons why they have, Klingons with outrages.
We don't talk about it.
So, yeah.
Yes. No coupla.
Not for that house, no,
No.
evidently. But we decided we are an old but resurgent house, so we're coming back.
With a vengeance. Oh,
I mean, if that's necessary, sure, yeah.
okay.
There's no honor in vengeance.
Well, there's revenge, sure.
Picky. All right.
I am a commanding officer, first officer of the ship. The ship being the IKC
Kondosh.
Kandosh, which means
Old ship.
old ship. And the ship's style is the D7
D7,
battle cruiser.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the one from the original series.
Mm-hmm.
It's been refitted 10 times. So,
It's a very old ship.
very old ship.
Hey. We believe in recycling.
So you got malts.
Yes,
and-
I'm the first officer, and also I'm basically the medical officer among the three of us.
Shameful.
Not so bad in this
Klingon
house.
dies with honor.
All right, you die. I'll save somebody else then. All right.
Okay. I am Bartok, a helm officer on the, whatever that ship name was.
Kondosh.
Kundorsh. And, it's been so long since we've played this. It's going to be fun remembering it, figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I pretty much
You're the engineer, aren't you?
engineering and science.
Yes.
Got a lot of reason, not much else.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
And last but not least,
I have Ktor, sorry. I don't think any of us study the Klingon language extensively, so
No.
if you speak Klingon, realize we don't.
I
I have
speak
a,
Klingon, you must be very disappointed in Star Trek at this point because I
Yeah.
don't think anyone on the crew does.
I have a young warrior as a weapons officer, and pretty much I just want to stab something. That's it.
That's
just
it, Klingon.
stab.
Yes.
We
Right,
kind of
so-
decided that you being the veteran
Yes.
engineer, you're
Yeah.
probably the one that's been doing the many refits to the ship.
Right.
You're probably the original engineer to it,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I'm the experienced warrior, and you said you're the.
How would a Klingon Scotty sound?
I don't know how the Klingon Scotty would sound. It wouldn't sound like that, though. Anyway.
That'd be heresy.
Yeah.
An angry
Okay.
Scotsman. Yeah, I don't know what that sounds like at all.
No.
No. No.
Sounds redundant.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So,
Bring the scotch.
so there are, I think, a dozen total missions in this book. At least they're like, a single page kind of overview description. We are doing the introductory adventure called The Oracle of Barkoth Reach, So this is what's supposed to first introduce, after so many other attempts of the starter box and the pre-made mission and the first core rulebook and 2 volumes. We've done every single one of them and have not been impressed by any of them. Really.
Yeah.
We've been able to manipulate a little bit to make
Part
either-
of it's the gameplay, part of it.
Yeah, either because of
the story.
complex stories that were like convoluted, or railroady, or because they're just playing on the cliches of Star Trek that we all know and love, and because we know them so well, we know that the stress speaking was actually from this rock over here that's sentient that nobody knows.
Or they used extended tasks, and we hate extended tasks.
Yeah.
It's the worst part of this whole game, next to combat.
Uh-huh.
So, Commander's Log. I've determined it is time for my crew to take its rightful place among the Empire's most revered warriors. Accordingly, we have decided to travel to Barkoth Reach to receive the blessing of the legendary Oracle there. The journey through the asteroid field has claimed the lives of countless Klingon warriors over the decades, but the few who have entered the Oracle's temple and heard her wisdom have earned great honor for themselves, their houses, and the Empire. I have no doubt we are equal to the task. The Oracle will have no choice but to grant us her blessing, and word of our courageous deeds will spread throughout the Empire. Qapla'!
Blah.
Qapla'!
Plaka.
So you dropped out of warp near Barkoth Reach, and a massive asteroid field crowds the view screen. Moments later, everyone on the bridge feels a prickly sensation on your skin. The sensation intensifies until it becomes overwhelming. Suddenly, every warrior and instrument reading on the bridge moves backward to where it was several moments earlier before the prickly sensation dissipates and normal bridge activity resumes. It's as if everyone and everything aboard the ship shifted backward in time for a few seconds before the normal passage of time reasserted itself.
And we noticed it?
What's Klingon for deja vu?
So, anyone operating in a sensor station can scan nearby space to try to determine what just happened. It requires a reason plus science, assisted by the ship's sensors plus science, difficulty of 1.
Bartok, what just happened?
Well, let's check out the
I'll do sensors and science for you.
Let's see now.
So it's 2 for the main reason plus science,
Right.
and 1 dice for the...
Well, good news on the ship.
and 1s get chocolate, 20s get candy.
Uh-huh.
I get chocolate to start the game.
Okay.
Excellent. Oh, you all start with a point of determination as well.
Right.
Yes.
And since the difficulty was 1, that automatically gives you
Want some chocolate?
2 successes, so you get a point of momentum.
Yay.
Okay. I've got at least 1 success. I got probably 2. 16. Let's see. Reason.
Let's find out exactly. So
So reason and engineering?
Yes.
Okay.
Science. Reason
yeah,
and science.
I got in science. Yeah, I got 2.
That's
It matched.
4.
So
Yep.
I got,
So
yeah.
you get
Yeah.
2 more momentum.
Okay.
Bada boom.
Put that up so we can see them.
Yes. Very important to know how many momentum you currently have.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You pick up elevated ambient chronoton levels throughout Barkoth Reach, causing temporal anomalies to swirl among the asteroids. This will create navigational hazard for any ship trying to pass through, and is likely one of the many reasons that previous attempts to reach the Oracle have failed.
Temporal anomaly. Oh, there's such a pain.
You may spend a point of momentum to obtain further information.
Yes, please.
Sound
You
like
just have a pool so you don't have to.
It sounds like a waste of time.
I mean,
Up to you.
either way, here's the total amount of pieces. I guess we can just put them off to the side, and what's currently available needs to be up front. I know, like, the specific rules are supposed to be like, what's it? Everyone like gains their own, but after each scene, someone gives one
goes
up, and
into
it's
the
like,
pool
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. Everyone's gonna use it.
Okay.
Should I show the music again?
So- Whatever you want to do. Quiet, yeah.
These are Federation.
I only have Federation.
Fire up the 3D printer. Make us Klingons.
You haven't even chosen your proper minis yet either. So, which Klingons were you all going to be?
Do you want to be Worf, or Worf? Because I don't even have the time to glue everything together. Stupid identity thieves.
Haven't you got an old guy? Oh.
We have Worf in yellow?
There's also a couple of Klingon tokens, but obviously that's nowhere near as...
I'll be in Wolf and Yellow, I guess, because I got the lowest security and lowest fitness.
You'll be the Worf in yellow, wearing security at the lowest security. Alright!
I'll be
Dr.
the,
Worf.
I'll be the
Dr.
I'll be the Klingon with the dagger.
The
All
dagger,
right.
Okay. And you'll be the Klingon with the band.
The Pokemon.
Which I have a battler.
Ah!
Take notes!
No. No. Okay.
Yeah, can't be done.
No, obviously.
Okay.
According to that, you're out in space. You know, whatever. There's your ship, and there you are.
That's okay. We went back in time and got back on.
Right.
Yes.
The exotic element Dibermanium makes up much of the asteroid field. The Dibermanium appears to resonate with the chronitoms, which has kept them from dissipating. Chronitons could have originated decades, maybe even centuries in the past, continue to cause the temporal disturbances because of the Dibermanium. You also find out that although the Dibermanium has allowed the temporal disturbances to persist for a length of time, the effect won't last forever and is fading. This region of space has experienced temporal disturbances for decades. Those disturbances soon will cease.
Now, is this dibermanium, is it a mineral, a gas? How do we detect it?
It is an element,
It's an element.
making up much of the asteroid field. I guess it's
We're
within
going to
the
say it's an,
asteroids.
we'll say it's an, okay, it's probably a mineral then.
Probably mineral.
I wonder if we can get rid of the diver, move it, transport it somewhere, put it on the planet.
I suggest a spread of photon torpedoes.
Which would be reversed because
I think this is a bad idea in this anomaly.
you already know that
temporal
any
anomalies
attempt
are
to
not good.
move or remove any of this stuff will just be reversed by the
Well,
He
chronitons.
might know that.
if we do it remotely, we're outside of the temporal anomalies, and we can bypass those to get
Even being nearby it let you
Yeah.
reverse things.
To,
So, the task here is
Okay.
going to pilot your vessel through the asteroid field. The first task is to plot a course. It's going to be reason plus con, assisted by the ship's sensors and science. Difficulty of 2.
Okay. Let's see, that gives me a 16 on that.
I only got 11. I got 1.
11.
Okay, I'm
What was the ship's?
Ship is sensors plus science.
Sensor science. 11.
Okay.
One on the ship.
I got a 2 and a 3. I got.
Can you get any focuses off that?
Let's see. Sensor operations, or
It's using the ship sensors, right?
Yes.
yeah. Okay, so I get that's a focus. So that gives me. They're both below my. Below my reason or below my.
Only
science.
one of them counts.
It's on the
So it's below my con.
discipline.
This
Yeah.
one. Okay. So they're both below. Does that give me 2?
I think only one of them
Extras?
counts for the 2.
Only one counts? Okay.
Yeah.
So what? 2,
So I get
3, 4.
Okay, so you get 2
Yeah.
momentum.
okay.
The second task, piloting the ship through the asteroid field, must be taken by the character at helm. Difficulty, it's a control plus con. No
Okay.
assistance by the ship. Is difficulty 2.
Okay, I got 14 for that. So not quite as good, but okay. I got a match and got below, so I got 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was okay. Yeah, I don't have piloting is one of my things.
That makes it more interesting. I'm going to spend 2 threat
Oh,
and trigger a complication
First
that
start off with threat.
sends you back to the beginning. You have to plot a course. Whoa!
okay. Hopefully he's run out of threat.
All right, so this
We didn't
is
give him a
He's
threat.
never
No,
out.
I
Right.
start with 2 per player.
Oh,
And I can do this at any point in the mission. I can reverse you to the very beginning of the mission at any point I want. You make all this progress.
we cannot give him any more threat.
you're talking to the wrong player. Built around generating threats.
Okay.
So yeah, reason plus cons, ships, sensors, and science.
Yeah.
Sensors and science.
Okay, again, I got 2 successes.
How many did it need?
It needed 2.
Okay, good. Because I did not. I got
Okay.
19. Not a complication.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
no, not yet.
We already had one of those.
Right. It's going to be control plus con, difficulty of 2.
Okay.
In the ships.
Ship didn't assist on
Okay.
that.
Let's see.
You want to re-roll that one?
I got one
And
on
momentum.
on that. I can spin a momentum to re-roll. I guess I'll re-roll.
3 in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another pass, so I got 2.
Okay. So, you glide through the asteroid field and avoid major temporal anomalies on your way to the outpost. However, before you reach the outpost, sensors detect debris spilling out of one of the temporal anomalies.
Our cheese, no!
Okay.
Reason plus science, assisted by the ship's sensors plus science, difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Reason signs, I got 12 on that.
Yeah, I got 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sensor science, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Ship fails.
I got 2 passes.
Okay. You got just enough to recognize the wreckage belongs to an old Klingon ship that predates even the D7 battlecruiser.
Oh.
Cool.
Sensors find no life signs among the debris and show that part of the wreckage is slightly out of phase with surrounding space. You can obtain more information with momentum. Do you spend a momentum?
Oh, sure.
You roll.
Yeah, I'll spend a moment.
The wreckage is much better preserved than the age of the vessel would suggest, as if the wreckage passed through the temporal anomaly and traveled into the future.
Ah.
I wish our ship had done that.
Did you get the name?
We need all those refits.
You can
Okay.
search the ship's computer database to learn more.
Okay. Those are.
Oh, not a name for the ship, no, but
No.
about the Oracle.
We reached the Oracle.
Well, not yet.
No. Okay.
So, you already know, without even having to roll anything, that the Oracle's name and reputation as a wise sage has spread throughout the Empire. It does not require, if you recall, that she is widely believed to have been an accomplished warrior who devoted her life to quiet contemplation and solitude on her asteroid outpost. Searching the computer is a difficulty 0 task,
Mm-hmm.
which I think all these missions should really start out with. If you want to
Yeah.
develop momentum
Yep.
before the tough stuff, it's going to be reason
Okay.
plus command, assisted by the ship's computers plus command.
Okay. Let's see. Reason command.
Computer.
Yeah, I got 13 on that.
I have 13 too. You've been
Okay.
you've been steering the ship. Can I do this?
Oh, go ahead.
Thank
go
you.
ahead.
John wants to
Okay.
do something? What?
Ship failed.
Malts? Oh.
All right.
It's difficulty 0. You couldn't get any.
Yeah, but that's all right. We want.
Okay.
We want.
I got 1 success.
Okay, so you get
We
1
get it.
momentum.
One
Huzzah.
Glorothar's brother, Keldrach, was the heir of a powerful Klingon house. Glorothar and Keldrach worked together to assemble a powerful fleet of ships commanded by a team of veteran Klingon warriors. It was widely expected that Keldrach, backed by his fleet, would ascend to the chancellorship, while Glorothar as his main advisor. However, dissent among Keldrach generals led to an insurrection that claimed Keldrach's life. Glorothar fought and defeated the rebellious generals and likely could have pressed on to claim more territory. Instead, heartbroken by the loss of her brother, she remained on her outpost in the Barkoth Reach. She is now considered among the wisest oracles in the history of the Empire.
What's her name?
Glorothar.
Glorithar.
It's clean out for Phyllis.
At least not for Karen.
That's let's hope not.
No oracle's ever been named Karen.
The Oracle of Pain. Suffering.
Frustration.
Maybe. Scene
Self-righteous.
2, the outpost.
Okay.
The outpost awaits at the heart of Barkoth Reach. Once you've successfully piloted your ship, you see an aging but sturdy artificial structure built directly into a large asteroid. Klingon engineers hollowed out much of the asteroid's core to make room for the structure, which was constructed from the inside of the asteroid outward. Several structures, including communications towers and docking ports, protrude outward from the asteroid's surface. You look closely, you can spot several domes on the surface of the asteroid that house hydroponics gardens. If you want to scan the outpost with your sensors, it's going to be reason plus science, assisted by the ship's
Okay.
sensors plus science, difficulty of 2.
Ooh, 2. Okay.
Ship.
Okay.
Complication off the ship.
Ooh,
Let's
Oh.
get rid of that.
Okay.
Yeah?
I got two passes.
Sensors plus science. 11.
Okay.
Made it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3.
3 successes.
Three,
You
so
get
we
1
get it.
momentum then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it back.
Uh-huh.
You
Okay.
show the outpost runs in a fusion generator, which is currently powering life support, artificial gravity, and minimal defense screens that keep large asteroids from colliding with the outpost, but probably won't last long against a destructor barrage.
Is that a clue?
And you can gain access to the outpost by beaming into one of the hydroponics domes or by docking your ship to the outpost. Beaming requires reason plus science with the ship's sensors plus science. Docking requires control plus con, assisted by the ship's engines plus con.
Okay, well, reason plus science, I have 16.
Reason science only 12.
What do you have for control? Is that docking?
Control and con.
Control
Well,
and con, yeah. I
That's
don't
only
know.
10.
Rather than going numbers,
Okay, let's go with.
docking would make it harder to get into combat. Beaming could end up getting us stuck here.
I mean, docking with would make it more difficult for combat ship
Because
points.
you have to undock and then...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Well, do we sense any other ships around?
no.
No, there's no other ships.
Nope.
Well, you said there was one ship that
No, that's
looked like a
destroyed.
Or the
submarine.
wreckage.
The
Wreckage,
wreckage.
okay,
yeah. And nobody aboard. So there's, and it's
Wait,
unlikely.
did we scan there's nobody aboard?
Yeah, you don't know
Yeah,
why.
we scan. Nobody's aboard. Yeah. Okay, so you want to dock? And give it a go. Let's see, I think I only have, let's take control and con.
Yes, assisted with the ship's engines and con.
Yeah, that was 14
Difficulty of
on
2.
that. And,
Engines and con is a 12 on the ship.
okay,
Okay.
so we go for it. And
Good on the ship.
Two passes.
Okay.
Ship
That's
passes.
3.
You managed to
3.
dock successfully.
Momentum.
Momentum, one momentum.
Yeah.
The atmosphere inside the outpost tastes stale, and dust covers many of the surfaces. Dim red light provides spotty illumination, shadows cloak the rooms and corridors. You hear only the rattling of the aging life support systems and your boots thudding against the bare metal of the deck plates.
We do love our red light, don't we?
If you want to do a reason plus science, difficulty of 2 to scan the interior of the outpost.
Okay. And there's a complication, and I also
Do you want to re-roll
Would you
that?
like to re-roll that
re-roll that.
complication?
Yeah, so re-roll that. Okay.
Funny how that can avoid all the,
Okay.
Wow.
2 and well, I guess I don't have anything special. Sensor. Is that considered sensors?
you are scanning
Scanning.
with your tricorder.
Okay.
So you're not using the
That's
ship
not-
sensors, you're not,
okay.
You can tricorder scanners.
All right. Anyway, I'll go with we got 2.
The chronitons are throughout the facility are decaying, and the temporal interference is weakening. So that's what you found out.
Okay.
After a few minutes of exploring the outpost, a temporal anomaly flares up in the immediate vicinity of you. A bright strobing light flashes before your eyes, and a humanoid figure appears in the center of the anomaly. After a moment, the strobing effect disappears along with the figure.
Was it Klingon?
Insight plus command, difficulty of 2.
Ooh.
For everyone?
Just who's trying to figure it out.
I got 11.
I got 10.
I got 7.
I guess I'll do it then. All
Nobody
right.
put points into command?
No.
I did. Got 3.
I will assist you with the one die I can assist
I just
with.
didn't do insight. I got 1 success.
1 here.
Okay, you match.
That's it. Okay.
The figure who disappeared in the temple anomaly looked like a Klingon warrior.
warrior.
You had Ridgers.
Okay, well, that's good
Anybody
enough
have
for
the
me.
tricorder recording at the time? No? Okay.
I have my bat left.
That doesn't count.
So you'll have to make your way toward the core of the outpost where Glorithar has set up her temple and spends almost all of her time. You encounter a large chamber filled with scientific equipment that isn't immediately recognizable. You examine the technology and successfully complete a reason plus engineering, difficulty of 3.
Okay.
Reason engineering.
3.
I
Wow.
got 12.
I get 17.
I should hope so. How about I assist you?
Okay, you assist me. All right.
You're just assuming mine's worse here?
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
You're right.
Okay. I got 2 good. 2 passes.
I actually got 1 that matches my discipline.
That-
So, or does it also have to deal with the
Have
focus
to
too?
match.
Or
Below,
Well,
equal or below discipline and have a focus or a 1.
oh, okay. What were we? It was just for figuring out what the stuff is.
Yes.
Yeah, we got 3.
Okay. Yeah, probably not.
We got
Okay, so
You
I got
match.
1 scroll. Okay,
we
cool.
match. Yeah.
The equipment could be used to generate chronitons and distribute them throughout local space. If you want to spend a momentum to find out some more.
Sure.
Sounds good.
The equipment has been powered down for decades and is in such a state of disrepair that it would be impossible to bring the equipment back online without additional parts.
Uh-huh. Well, gentlemen, looks like this machine may help solve the problem, but it's...
What's the
bad
problem?
disrepair. The problem with the temporal anomalies.
Well, it's stopping temporal anomalies.
It's not working, so how can it...
You find
can't
out that
control
this device was originally constructed under orders from Glorithar and Keldrach, in which they used to keep hostile forces from finding the outpost.
Okay.
Glorithar overloaded the device during the battle with forces loyal to her brother to wipe out many of her foes from the time stream.
Okay,
Oh
so...
my.
Now
so-
that's a way to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure how much honor there is in that.
You
but,
hear
you know.
fierce growls and
Uh-huh.
frantic pounding of hooves charging in your direction. A pack of 6 Targs, sentries bred by Glorithar, defends her temple and attacks anyone who tries to gain access.
Yes.
Okay, I think we have to defend
Combat!
Combat.
Alright, then we're going to have the 6 Targs be.
Oh my goodness.
Got warthogs?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I have only humanoid figures here, so if you want to grab 6 wolves or whatever else, you know.
I have boss.
They look like angrier warthogs.
And there's conveniently stats for these trained Targs right on the same page, so.
Nice.
Oh,
It's nice I don't have to go somewhere else, and like the other books was like, turn to this
Yeah.
page and then turn back up.
6.
the stats seem to be a little simpler for this.
So I don't really have an idea of how big this area is, but since you're just kind of, you know, areas are things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just close, medium.
Yes.
It's thematic, not.
Yeah, not squared.
All right.
We're gonna eat good tonight. Don't damage the heart.
You didn't decide to be the chef, did you?
No,
Okay.
but heart of Targ.
So did we determine
Oh,
it's just gonna be like back and forth because there's no real like rolling for initiative like in D&D.
right.
It's been so long since we played this,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
honestly, it's like we found out that it was like not really seem fair for
Yeah.
like all of the enemies to go.
Right.
Or at least even going back and forth, having one and one enemy in it, because there's more enemies, and you're going to be like, you know, how do you...
Right.
Eventually, when we wear down the enemies, they end up having more turns than
Yeah,
we do.
exactly.
Yeah.
It was like the whole concept didn't make a whole lot of sense, but since you guys heard them coming, I'd say one of you just acts first.
Okay.
Well,
Are you ready?
Good old
I'll go.
bloodthirsty. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
are they in close range, medium range? What?
They are close range.
Already.
Well, medium. I'll say medium.
Medium?
You know, medium range, yes. If you want to move in closer to one of them,
Now, your weapons are range and close melees, or is close range considered always melee?
it's been so long.
So, I will minor action to move 1 increment,
Yes.
and then I will do my bearing plus security
Yes.
versus theirs
Mm-hmm.
on a difficulty 1,
Yes.
and whoever gets more successes. Oh wait, I gotta do more. I got all these talents and things.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Targeted, make
Get ready to add to the threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so that doesn't add threat. That's resistance. I will learn these faster as we go.
Right.
But I did write page numbers.
Right.
Mm.
Because things are very different.
Yes. Warrior Spirit. You make a melee attack or are targeted by a melee attack. You buy 1 or more d20s by adding to threat. You may re-roll the dice pool for the task. Further, okay. So I will be buying 1 more d20 with a threat.
Uh-huh.
You can't buy it with momentum?
Not if I want this ability.
Oh, ability. Oh, I see.
Okay. So I'll be pitching my 3, and I can re-roll it on this. Now, I have this untapped potential, which I know I built these together.
Yes.
Character may or may not increase in the whenever the character succeeds at a task in which they bought one or more additional dice with either momentum or threat, they may roll one of these and receive bonus momentum equal to this, and adds point to threat if an effect is rolled. So that is if my attack is successful. All right. Daring, security. 1, 2, 3. All of them under my focus.
Wow.
So if we're only doing one, that's 2, 3, 4.
Well, they got a 1, so I get a chocolate.
So I beat them by 2.
Well, they actually got 3 points total, so.
They got 3 points?
Yeah.
Okay. So I beat them by 1. And I can't remember, did the extra carry over?
I think, yeah, the extra carry over into a d6 for damage.
Yes. So that's the 1. Plus my bat lift. 2, 4, 6, 7. And this is vicious 1.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stress.
Wow, 11 stress.
11 stress!
Okay, it's still up.
Whoa.
But it got an injury.
Yeah, it sure did.
Now, I toss this and see if I'm adding to threat or momentum for us. No. Alright.
Alright.
That's my craziness.
Targ goes. I'll say the one that isn't injured. Uses bonus to move forward and attack.
He's gonna melee me?
He's gonna, well,
What else can a Targ do?
Yeah, what else can a Targ do? Exactly.
Okay.
Targ pulls out its disruptor ray. I mean,
Enjoy the threat. I'm gonna add a die to mine.
Okay.
Feel free to use this against me
threat.
any
Yes.
day you want.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
only him.
let's see.
So we all get an extra die if they melees?
No, I give
No, you
it
get
to
one.
threat,
Oh, you.
so I get an extra die.
To defend himself.
I'm gonna spend a momentum to re-roll this. So I have 3 successes.
You also got 3 successes.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
All right.
And what's that? It is a successful roll because it's if both hit, it's successful. So that goes this momentum thing. 1 to threat, 1 to momentum.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. He's gonna run out of threat counters eventually.
No, I keep spending them. You give me more to spend, I'm going to either roll more dice or re-roll stuff, because I can do it too.
Yes, you can.
Yes. We'll go with Maltz next.
Okay.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Before I forget, the Batliff has escalation 1. So when I bring it into an adventure, you get a threat.
Oh. I'll just add one right now.
Just the fact of me having it brings escalation.
Yep. That escalated quickly. They got out of hand really fast.
Who's glad I didn't bring a mechlet?
We all
So, Maltz,
Okay. So,
what you do, you can try to shoot from a distance or run up and stab it,
I'm going to try to run up and stab the one that he already attacked.
obviously.
Would we count this as being assisting in the attack?
No.
Okay. I guess, okay, would assisting in the attack, would that just be then with the ship's attack then?
Yes.
Or
What is it you're looking at?
for my talent of call out target, if I'm assisting with an attack, whether I assist direct or other, if the attack hits, I generate 2 extra bonus.
What was
2
the
extra
page number?
bonus momentum. It's under the talents. About the
Command? Call out
probably, yeah.
Using the assist, the direct task or some other means. 2 bonus momentum if their attacks succeed. Cannot be saved. That uses your action.
Okay.
So it's your action to say,
Assist someone else.
stab that! And then we wait until it's that person's action.
Okay.
I don't think it's a very good use of.
It gets a lot more damage, and it's great in one-on-one combats.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not right now.
For crowds, I wouldn't use it for equal or greater, equal or smaller.
Okay. In that case, then I'll just use my attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my dagger against the one he's already hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's daring and security.
Yes.
So
There's only
I got
1.
12. I only got 1.
He got 2.
Okay, so failure. All right.
Yeah. And I had.
Or
He damages you.
Huh?
This
Yeah,
is
right.
melee.
okay.
Yes.
Melee is not like shooting.
You take 4 stress damage and you're knocked down.
Lethal or non-lethal?
Oh wait a minute. I resist 2.
That's why
yeah.
I'm asking.
Yes, it's lethal because he's trying to stab you.
So you resist 1 with your armored clothing.
Yeah, I do have that. Yes. Okay.
But you still get knocked prone.
Okay. But I'll get up again. No, you're ever gonna keep me down.
Bartok. No, the enemies. The enemies.
Yeah, the enemy.
The other one that's not been injured, this one is going to move toward and stab you while you're down.
My daring and security.
Yes.
One success.
No successes.
So do I attack it?
You
I
get
attack
it!
then. All right then.
I can spend a threat to reroll. Still no success.
Cool. All right. So I automatically isn't hit it with my dagger then, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
No extra, just...
You're laying on the ground, you're stabbing in the air, okay?
Yes, it's coming for you, and you're doing this. It is a perfectly good cinematic attack.
Indeed. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 isn't anything, right?
No.
Right.
No.
And then 5
It's
is.
1 with an effect.
What,
Okay.
Did you declare
So
effect?
six-
Effect does 1 more
7.
damage.
Okay, so 8.
8 damage. Okay.
Servicious 1.
Yeah.
And don't call it a dagger.
My
Pointy
top.
thing.
Yeah.
The top. Okay.
All right. Now it'll be Bartok.
Okay, I'm going to take my disruptor, and I think I can see. I'm going to stay as far away as possible.
Yeah. Well, medium range.
Medium
It-
range.
it's basically whatever range you use your bonus action to move
Yeah.
in closer range, or you don't want to fire from long range.
Right. Well,
then,
in medium range. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think we declared the room was medium range, didn't
I think pretty much.
it? Yeah. Okay.
So it's going to be control plus security, difficulty of
Hello?
2.
Oh boy.
Hello?
Okay. Control plus security. That's what I thought. Got 1.
1 success.
1 success.
Okay. So nothing happens.
So nothing
So
happens.
just
Yeah, I missed.
fire off and okay.
All right.
All right. One of the Targ's turn. The other Targ, it hasn't acted yet, is going to also move toward down
Okay.
Maltz, and I'm gonna spend some momentum. Spend some threats.
Mm-hmm. You didn't roll, Maltz. You gotta roll.
Yeah.
One success again.
Okay. Well, he got 4, and one of them was 1. So chocolate. So it's gonna be 3 extra d6s of the damage.
I'm the medic.
You might want to look up that roll to avoid injury rule.
Yeah, it must be something you can. You gotta resist there too.
Yeah, by 1.
Yeah. I thought we had resisted 2 for being
Non-lethal.
2 for non-lethal,
non-lethal.
which is actually 3 for non-lethal, 1 for
Uh-huh.
lethal.
Okay.
Take 9 stress.
I think I'll be out.
Let me find you that.
Yeah. It's probably going to be using determination, right?
Somewhere in there.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Uses for
1, 2, 3,
determination.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 would take me 1 away from being fully stressed.
You're stressed out, man.
Totally stressed.
You got an injury out of that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, 5 was an injury.
At least 5, yes. If you get 5 in 1 attack, it's an injury.
Yeah, but there's a way around it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't know how big they intended the group to be to fight 6
Nine.
targs, but
Yeah, really. Hmm.
Alright.
Hmm.
When you suffer an injury, you have the option of avoiding it. It is a momentum spend that prevents the injury from happening. Avoiding an injury costs 2 momentum immediately, and the character suffers no effects from being injured. May continue as acts normal. Avoiding an injury does not remove any other effects from the attack. Stress is still inflicted. Character may have been knocked prone, etc. You can pay for avoid an injury by generating threat instead of momentum. You can also avoid an injury by suffering a complication.
so it's like 2 threat to avoid it.
No,
8 threat.
1 threat.
8.
2 momentum.
Or 1 threat.
No, it'd be 2 threat.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus.
Instead of avoiding an injury, you can spend a point of determination to ignore the effects of an injury for the remainder of a scene. Unlike most uses, this doesn't require the character to have a value appropriate. You're still injured, but you're giving up the protection of being incapacitated. So if you want to stay up, you can use your determination and stay up, it looks like.
Why do you use the 2 momentum and just ignore it, right?
No, it gets rid of the injury,
Yeah,
not the stress.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, true, I'm 1 stress
Well, if you
away
spent
from...
determination, you could have won the battle because it adds what 2 successes.
No, that's determination spend.
You can add successes.
You can add a bonus D20.
I thought it actually added a success.
No. Well, it's already considered a 1, so yes, it generates 2
2
successes.
successes. Okay.
Yes. But it still doesn't allow
But it
you
has
to
to
buy
be
any.
chosen in advance, though.
It has to be determined in
yeah.
advance, yes.
Yeah.
Or you can give me more threat.
So, if you want to avoid the injury but not the stress, it's 2 momentum. Can only avoid injury once per scene.
Mm-hmm.
You can ignore the injury by using your determination.
Is that what you're saying? I'd also ignore the injury and the stress, then?
I think everything still lets you take the stress.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you spend, essentially you're really ignoring the injury if you spend the momentum. So they didn't word it the same. Didn't word it. Yeah.
So, the downside of ignoring the injury is...
Which you can do all the time.
So, stress, having 0 stress available, does not knock you down.
Okay.
It just means your next hit is an injury.
Okay, yeah.
You can avoid the injury using the momentum once per scene. You can, but you're down. You just don't take anything critical, essentially. Nope, it's just avoid. But the ignoring an injury, you spend a point to determine the injury for the remainder of the scene. Unlike uses this doesn't require a character of value appropriate. Character still injured, but they lose the protection of being incapacitated, so enemies can still attack you. You can add, and another lethal injury will be fatal.
If you're incapacitated, they don't attack you?
Yes.
Interesting.
So,
I didn't know that was in the rules.
Well, I mean, it's usually the way like they do D&D.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
unless it's a beast that like, you know.
Does multiple hits and will just keep hitting you no matter what. It's pretty much if you're down, you're no longer a threat, and you just move on.
Yeah.
okay, so
Play
you
dead.
can do that. Now, if you take the injury, non-lethal attack, your character recovers at the start of the next scene. These were lethal. If it came from lethal, things will only get worse. At the end of a scene in which a character was injured by a lethal attack, they will die unless they have been stabilized through the first aid test.
Dude, you will try, man.
If your character has been stabilized, they're still injured. So here's your choices. Take the injury, possibly die at the end of the scene if you're not stabilized, and you won't be able to be targeted by further attacks unless it generates more threat. That is, us attacking would generate more threat on an injured character. You can spend 2 momentum or 2 threat and avoid the injury, so you're not going to die at the end of the scene. You're still up, you're fighting, but you're kind of hurting. And then if you get past that, you have to do a, and that involves a roll. When your character suffers an injury.
Remember, Starfleet, this didn't happen so quickly.
Yeah. Well,
That's what you get when you want lethal on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So. You can avoid an injury by generating threat instead of spending momentum. You can also avoid an injury by suffering a complication, which represents a minor injury or some other consequence, such as bystander hit, damaged machinery. Regardless how it's paid for, you can only avoid an injury once per scene.
Okay.
So you can 2 momentum, 2 threat, throw a complication in there, but you can only do that once per scene. After that,
Yes.
you have ignore an injury,
Okay.
which gets you even closer to lethal.
Yeah, which is the determination one.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, I mean, do I want to just increase our threat then, or use up our last 2 momentum?
That is your call.
Yes.
yeah.
I'll increase the threat.
Oh boy.
We
We're
can
gonna
always
do that anyways.
Well,
so.
we can always increase threat if we needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's typically better to use momentum. Or you can just say, I want a complication.
But you can also use momentum to increase your dice. And, catch
You
it.
can do
Fix
that with
things.
threat.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so I added you more threat. So
Yes.
I'm not injured, so I'm 1 stress away from being
Injured.
Yeah.
further. Yeah, actually.
I thought
injured,
that
yes.
was you're actually down when all your stress is used up.
No,
Yeah.
you are
No?
at the cusp of it. Any damage is then an injury when your
Oh.
stress is gone.
Okay.
So, I guess back to Kotor.
All right.
You're gonna,
That was fun.
the one that's nearly dead, or the one that's somewhat injured.
The nearly dead one in front of me.
Mm-hmm. And you could spend a determination to do another attack afterwards.
That may be needed.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a lot of determination to.
It is.
All right. Have a threat.
Yes.
It's on me. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Daring and security.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to re-roll this, please.
See, there you
yeah.
go. Yeah.
All right. So that's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2. That's 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's a chocolate.
Okay.
4.
They only got 1.
The 3 over.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me do my damage
Okay,
roll first.
do your.
It's gonna be overkill for this little guy, but
Let's
you know,
see
whatever.
what the threat generation, or if we get momentum back. Nope.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to roll 2 more after this.
Overkill.
2, 4, 5, 6,
Sorry.
7, 8, 9, 10,
Probably should have taken it out.
11, 12, 13, 14 stress.
They probably would have killed one right out.
I'd say you swung your batleth and killed the other one besides just to finish this.
Thank
To
you.
deal with the
Yeah, just to deal with it.
All
Kill
right.
2 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying there were 2 already injured, but you have 4 now
Yeah.
uninjured ones.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
That sounds
I
good.
will spend that point of determination and step up to try and clear out some of the ones on him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have a threat.
Okay.
on me.
Yes.
Going after the injured.
Oh no, the rest of them are uninjured now.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. Chocolate.
He got 2.
I can roll ones, people.
That's right. That's why we switched games, huh? Yeah.
It's the only positive about this game so far.
Yeah, I only got 2. So
Okay.
All right.
What's your die there?
So 9.
mm-hmm.
I have 8 here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
No, dishes?
10, 11.
11.
That's what's
Okay.
down the first
Still
one.
up.
And roll for the attack to see if I get momentum back for us. 2 momentum.
All right.
2.
Cool.
Because if you didn't kill both of them, it's like this fight is going to take forever.
Well, particularly finding out whether I'm going to die soon, so that's why, you know.
Yeah. Okay. New enemy. Let's take one of these guys and run
Nope,
them.
get one of those off the map.
Oh yeah, killed another one. That is true.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, no.
No, it was 11.
You didn't kill me.
You didn't kill it.
Oh, that's right.
His reasoning for the fact that you killed 2 in a row.
It was
that's
already
when I
injured,
right.
and you just swiped, the other one that was injured. And it's like you ended up taking out both of them. Just
That's right.
yes. So
Yeah.
he's still up. One has not acted is going to run and attack Couture, because clearly
Yes.
Couture.
Bring on the threat.
I'm spending 2 to roll more.
Well, I'll have another one back.
Okay. I'm spending another 1.
Reroll that.
Can roll 20s too.
That didn't help.
2, 3, 4.
Only 2.
Uh-huh.
Should I be generating momentum off these as well?
No, you're using that momentum for extra damage.
That's right. It goes straight to the bonus.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying how much he rolled, so you can add that to the damage roll.
All right. So it was 2
Yeah.
over
Yes.
9.
Bonus momentum, which works out okay.
Ugh. 2, 4,
You aren't getting any effects out of these?
5, 6. My effects are vicious.
Oh.
6.
Okay, so you just count.
6.
There's extra damage, yeah.
Yeah.
Still up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Okay.
next is
Malts.
malts. Yeah.
Okay. I'll reluctantly stand up. Oh!
No, is he able to? Well, he can't really back up.
Better be worth it for the house. Honor.
If you can't fight a bunch of Tars, what good Klingons are you?
Well, these are like
Well,
specially bred, right? Like,
They are trained, yes.
yeah.
But still, they should be a minor nuisance compared to the things Klingons typically fight.
They are to me.
I don't know what problem you guys are having. He's doing fine.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the most injured one that's near me. I'm gonna use a momentum to reroll this 20. Alright, let's see, it was daring security,
Yes.
only 1 success.
Okay, he got 2.
Might
Okay.
try to suggest that determination, good fella.
No, wait, correction. He only got 1. So he's
Okay.
Oh, nothing.
he tied.
okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Anyways, moving right along.
Mm-hmm. is one of their turn. The last one is going to move toward. Maltz.
They smell blood.
They smell blood. Maltz, you're daring insecurity.
You've eaten our kind for so long.
How many stress do you have? Only 9?
I have one left.
No, but I mean,
Available.
how many total?
Oh, it's
I only have 10 total.
12.
Okay,
You're-
yeah.
you're daring
I
security?
figured everybody had more than I
Yeah.
did.
Sorry.
Daring and security.
daring security, yes.
How do you
Yes.
get more stress?
It was fitness security.
1.
I also got 1, so tie.
Whew. All right.
You can bring up your attributes and disciplines
Yeah.
through the character improvement stuff.
Oh,
Which is a little bit better described in
Yeah.
here.
okay.
To the point where if you take a value and you determine like, in a later mission that
Yeah.
you've changed that value or you used or
Yeah.
it's kind of complicated. It's
Uh-huh.
like an argument, a debate between the players and the GM. It's like, did this really make you better as a character?
Yeah.
Did this improve something so and so? Like, I don't care.
I suppose in
Yeah.
this case, I'm definitely using my value of if you cannot fail, you cannot succeed. I'm on the verge of failing here.
Okay.
My problem is for me to swap anything out, attribute or discipline wise, I have to get rid of untapped potential, which is just generating any momentum off of. Have some fun. Have some fun. Have some fun.
Pretty much.
All right. I'm gonna add.
So really, it's easier to move around attribute points than it is to add in
Right.
more attribute
Yeah,
points.
yeah. So I can add a die and give you full threat and add a die.
Use the
Or
momentum.
use the momentum and add a die. Okay.
It only makes sense for me to add the threat
Okay.
unless there's 0 momentum.
So you're staying at a distance and doing control and security again?
Right.
So you
Right.
Difficulty
get
of
3
2.
dice.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got it right.
Okay. I got 2. Actually,
Do you
I
have
got
disruptors?
I got disruptor. Yeah.
No, for your focus.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Also, the complication increases by 1, so if you rolled a 19.
Yeah. Well, I
No,
didn't.
he's good.
Okay.
No. 2, 7, and a 12.
But yeah, if you're firing
Just
into
out.
range where an ally is, the complication increases, so the potential of a critical failure occurs.
Okay.
Okay, so does his 2 hit then? You need to roll
Yes.
for.
Okay.
Yes, roll damage.
All right. Finally. Let's see. So I get 4 damage. Okay, I got 2 vicious. So that
Attacking the injured
2
one?
and 2.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I got 8 damage.
That's good.
That kills one.
That's max. Yeah. Okay.
Kills 2. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Alright, next enemy that has yet to act, or at least is I guess acting for the first time again, is going to attack Kator.
Yes. Have some threat.
I will spend it.
I didn't have to use those momentums for rerolls.
That's
I just
good.
realized that.
Yeah.
Oh well, I gotta remember my character.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Also 4 successes.
Nothing happens! That's
Okay.
depressing.
Yeah, well, I mean...
It's the best solution for me at this point.
No, the best is for me to sit there killing things.
For
Kator!
you, yeah.
Let me check if it's the whole dice pool or just one.
Oh, so you get an automatic reroll on 1?
If I do the threat, which I don't.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It does sound familiar.
Mhm.
You may
Yes.
reroll the dice pool for the. So I have to reroll everything if I want to do a reroll. But if I want to reroll 1, I spend the momentum of
Ah.
with the threat.
Mm-hmm. Yes, maybe more dangerous to reroll everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if it's really bad, alright.
Yes.
Get threat.
Yes.
That's 2. I'm rerolling everything.
Okay.
Ugh.
Really?
Wow. 1.
1 success.
1.
Also got 1 success.
Nothing happens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a standoff. It's a
The
Klingon
zombie-
standoff.
See, this is
Zombie
why...
T-Rex fight all over
I'm
again.
losing the momentum.
But
Literally.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
It was still a success.
Uh-huh.
So you get a threat, we get a momentum.
Yay.
How many threat do we have?
We don't know that.
You don't know that.
That's
No.
fair.
All right.
They just feel threatened, that's all.
That's scary. Yeah.
So that was your turn. The enemy is going to attack Maltz.
You want that momentum for an extra die?
No. One.
2 successes.
Of course.
So take.
Please, no stress.
Well, it's gotta be stress.
If you roll 3s or 4s,
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 damage.
I use that determination.
I use the determination. What do I do with determination for you?
That lets you ignore the injury completely, except if it happens again, it's legal.
Okay.
But you still get the stress.
Yes.
And you're
Okay.
But you
You're
have 0. Your stress is already filled up.
Yeah, stress is
Yeah.
maxed
Stress
out.
alert fill out any further attacks.
Yes.
Yes,
Will
you
cause
need to get out of
injuries.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So, Maltz, I guess.
I mean, is there opportunity attacks or?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
No. You gonna run away? You got a disruptor?
Change your range.
I think I didn't write down to having a disruptor.
You have a
Uh,
disruptor.
Yeah, you have. We all
It
have
starts
a
with the
disruptor.
disruptor and dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
didn't.
now
have
it's just the
dagger.
starting thing.
I didn't want a dagger.
Oh, that's because it's the end of the video.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Moving on. We don't need any more music. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, quitting YouTube.
Yeah, that's too recognizable. We can't have that.
Right. The digital version, the
Yeah.
chiptune version is.
Okay. Fine. It's control and I'm running away.
Doing a
Right.
minor action to move back.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me. Control and security.
Yes.
Okay.
There is 1 injured, 2 uninjured.
Okay. I'll hit the one of the injured one. The injured one.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'll attack it, and I fail to do that.
Okay.
Well, 15 and 18. So yeah.
Nothing happens. All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. So, enemy. I guess one is going to move toward. Let's say he moves into close range with Bartok.
Oh
About time.
Bartok.
Thanks a lot.
Daring and security.
no! Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's even worse. Well, let's see. At 10, we got one pass.
You got 2 successes, so.
Okay, I'm hurt.
Gotta be potentially.
What do you mean?
3 damage.
Ooh.
And you resist 1. So you take 2.
Take 2. Okay.
But it's not a phaser.
I know it's a bite.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad there's no opportunity to attack. I can run away and blast him with my disruptor.
You certainly can. It would be your turn, I guess, Bartok.
Okay. I run over toward Moltz.
Yeah?
Well, which one's better, your control or your daring?
My control's better.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, the shooting would be better than yeah.
Okay.
Control's 10, daring's 9.
Yes.
Not much
You want to
better.
move away from them because if you have someone next to you,
Yeah.
task increases by 1 if you have someone beside you and you're trying to shoot someone else.
Oh.
Or if you're trying to shoot at,
We said the threat range increase or whatever the
the
complication.
the complication range
is.
increases if there are allies within reach of the target.
Okay.
You mean if I'm near an ally?
Or, let's see, just if there are creatures within reach of the target, the complication increases.
Well, in this case, the target is all alone. If I run away from it.
Yes.
And back up. Okay.
Yes, just making sure you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
control security, difficulty 2.
Okay. Let's see, should I spend a momentum on that?
You got the one left.
Get my 3rd dice.
Go for
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. I need all the help I can get. Oh, okay. Well, I got 2 successes.
Full
And-
damage, huh?
Okay. And let's see here.
Yes. Okay. Guys out of there.
Ooh, 3.
Yep.
3 damage.
All right. I'll say you shot the injured one,
Okay.
just to,
Move things along.
move things
Yeah.
along. Move things
Thank you.
along. It's a task.
thinking
This is an
drag-
extended task.
Thinking Dragon Age when we got killed by the 3 wolves.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was more embarrassing because there are 3 of you and 3 of them. I was like, how in the world?
Yeah.
I can see, 6 targs overpowering you, but potentially at least.
Mm.
Okay, one of the targ is going to move again towards Bartok.
Mm.
You killed my friend!
Yeah.
Whatever. Going to spend and attack. So it's your daring and security again.
Okay. Gee, I'm complicated.
Yeah.
I get a chocolate.
I got a candy.
Oh, that kind of candy. Okay.
Yes.
Well, what does a complication do in that?
Yeah, what does complicated?
If you
You
let
might
it,
have it on your chart.
It's just a loss.
I don't think it's an injury.
Oh no, it's not an injury.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Mm.
something negative happens. Drops his weapon.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's a generic thing. Okay.
Mhm.
I'd say you just drop your weapon, I suppose.
Or
But
the,
yeah, he got
phaser gets discharged all the way. Something like that.
he got 5 successes.
Ooh.
So that's an extra 4 d6.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
Water.
11 damage.
Yeah, that makes you out.
I'm down.
Might I suggest
Or, yeah.
either using your determination?
Well, it'll be
Is that
maybe
or-
10 instead of 11. But yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, wait a minute. Oh yeah, it's lethal, so you gotta be 10.
10.
I've
It's
only
gonna be
got-
10. Yeah.
I've only
Yeah.
got 8 left.
Allow a complication into the mix so you can stay up and you don't go down.
You already took a complication.
He took a complication on the roll, but
yes.
you can do a complication to avoid injury.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can spend threat, but
Your weapon is moved into
Yeah.
medium range away from you.
Mm.
Like it is
Yeah.
dropped and knocked away.
So the first
Yeah.
complication was that you dropped it. The second one is that it got moved away from you.
Okay. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're stuck with your dagger.
Yeah.
Your top.
yes.
Yes. Anyways. Maltz, I guess? Or no? It'd be Couture,
All right.
Yes.
Add to the threat.
of course.
Swing my mighty batleth.
You got out of the first room.
Took a big piece there.
2.
Yeah.
Only 3.
You got 2.
All right. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10? Okay.
Roll to see if we get some momentum. No.
Alright. This other one is going to again try to fight Couture.
Add to threat.
Yep.
Reroll the whole pool.
Mm.
Ugh. 1.
2 successes. So,
Oh no!
You might take damage.
3. Well, down to 2 because it's vicious.
Yes.
Mm.
I have taken 2 stress, people.
You sweet summer child.
Maltz.
We're standing around bloodied.
Physician, heal thyself and get back in the fight.
Clearly. Okay.
Today is a good day to die.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. Okay, so I'm going to walk up to the one that's in front of me here
Yes.
and attack it with my dagger.
Yes.
With my katana.
What? You can add threat to get rerolls.
I'll add threat. So reroll is 20. There we go. That's one success.
You got 2. So that's an automatic injury?
Yeah. I've already used my determination.
Yep.
I can only...
Damage first.
Damage first, that's true.
I mean, I'm already maxed out on stress, so... What else would the damage do?
Effects.
No, worse.
No. Mm-hmm.
5. Reduce to 4.
Sure. Because of my armor.
Mm-hmm.
Where was that? Mutation. Come on.
I've not been an honorable leader.
Conflict 167.
Mm.
Alright, so you have already ignored it. Can you pass him this?
Yeah.
It's on a character sheet.
Yes, it is.
I already have a stack of character sheets over here.
It's lethal.
Okay, yeah. So I'm dead.
You're dead.
Okay.
Wow.
Once you use that determination, the next injury, you're gone.
Cross up Maltz.
Well, that's poor Maltz. We knew him well.
You barely knew him at all. That's the first time we've had a character death, I think, right?
In Star Trek.
Beyond everyone exploding in that warp core breach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Gee.
TPK and that, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the end of the season anyway, so it didn't matter, that's all.
You know what? I look over to you.
Yes. Give me
And
your,
I say...
your med kit.
When I say, you're the leader now.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, I know the feeling. It's what happened to me.
Okay, so that was the
So
attack.
now you're the leader. Ha! Take that.
Okay, next
Push it
is, it would be Maltz, but he's dead, so Bartok.
Okay.
Oh no, that was Maltz's attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he failed.
Yes.
I felt so
now
bad
it's the
I died
enemy's
from it.
turn.
Okay.
They're going to try to attack Bartok.
Uh-huh.
If I become the ruler of this house,
What'd you get, Bartok?
1.
You got 2.
Of course.
and you've already avoided, so now you're down to ignore.
Ooh.
He's already out of stress.
9 damage.
9, yeah, wow.
Reduced to 8.
Yeah.
So you can either drop, or you can spend the determination
To
to,
keep going.
ignore.
Yeah.
Well, if I drop,
If you drop, they won't attack you.
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to drop.
Okay.
So I have an injury.
Yes.
Yes. And it's a fatal injury, or a lethal injury.
Yeah.
So I gotta administer first aid, which I might be able to do with amputation.
Finish off these other guys and then deal with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's all remember, conflict is on page 167.
This is quite the conflict. All right. Then Bartok, I guess you are just down. You're not doing anything. You're just
He's down
I'm,
like
I am
unconscious.
down.
okay, unconscious.
Unconscious.
Kator,
All right.
kill the thing
Well-
in front of you.
For my minor action,
Yeah.
I have to bellow to let Stovacor know a warrior's coming.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
add the threat while a physician's coming.
Yeah.
But he died a warrior!
Yeah.
Alright, add the threat.
Uh-huh.
Reroll the whole pool.
I died fighting dinner.
Fighting dinner.
Alright, so that is 4 successes.
Only got 1. So So add 3 damage, which would
10.
yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Ooh, do we
9,
appreciate
10,
it.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
You kill both. You know what? He's not even nearby you, but you know what? You just both.
Boomerang the bat left.
Yeah.
All right. Would one of the 2 survive? You want to do a medicine check on him, I guess?
Yes, let me see what it's needed.
Yes. I think there's a recover is fitness plus command, but that's if you're still
You
up.
can pull the medkit off my
Oh.
corpse.
You take a moment to regain your breath, clear your mind, and ready yourself for more fighting.
Okay, so what I have to do...
It's the impossible.
So I have to roll something?
No,
No.
First aid is daring plus medicine, difficulty of 1.
there you go. Daring medicine.
Success means the injured character is
Oh.
stabilized and will not
You're
die at the
daring,
end of the
alright.
scene.
My daring's good.
Well, you only die at the end of the scene.
So he's not dead yet either then.
His
His was lethal twice, right?
flat
Oh.
out.
Okay.
Another injury will be fatal. At the end of the scene, the character returns to suffering the effects of the injury normally. Okay. If the character is still injured, but they're giving up the protection of being incapacitated, so another lethal injury will be fatal. At the end of the scene, this is if you're not getting the damage, the character returns to suffering the effects of the injury normally. But, yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's all
that.
fatal. Yeah.
So-
You chose your...
So you have chosen
13 to
Uh-huh.
try and bring it back. 1 success.
all
You're
you
not
need.
dead.
You're not dead. You may spend 2 momentum from this to get the patient back into the fighting right away. Exactly as if they spent determination to ignore the injury.
We don't have momentum.
No.
No. And we're not getting to fighting anyway.
Hmm.
Okay. So we can do an extended task and repair.
How about a presence and command,
Yeah.
difficulty of 2,
Oh,
From who?
From me or
from
from
either
him?
of you? Either of your
I got
surviving.
12.
I've got
Yes.
11.
2 successes, unless psychiatry. Nope. That didn't be a 2. 2 successes.
I will say,
I would have 3 successes.
okay, between the 2 of
Amazingly
you,
enough.
you have prayed and
I got a 1!
To
I'm
kill
gonna
us.
fine. Yeah, yes,
Thank you.
fine. Your character is back to life.
Thank you.
I was waiting for you to just restart the thing and have us fight the Targs all over again.
No,
No!
I'm not that mean.
Heck no.
He's not that mean.
Roll sensors to get through. You are never getting through this.
Unless you want to reverse time in any way, you wouldn't have died.
Oh. You still have the memory of this, though, right?
Yes.
I don't know.
So you have 2 choices. Either their successful roll, I'd say you gain 2 momentum from that. Just to give you some kind of boost here, and that you don't have to just sit around the rest of the session not doing anything.
It's alright. I was worried you're not doing anything. You mentioned I was anyways.
No.
He was doing all the science stuff, and you were doing all the killing
Maltz
stuff.
comes back.
Can we find somebody? I was going to say, can we find somebody in stasis? This will be a new character.
Perhaps you were rejected from Stovacor. It's like,
Do better.
You got into the position.
you couldn't have died to Targs. No, today is not your day to die, physician.
Heal thyself.
How'd that happen?
Yeah.
Still injured though.
Didn't know it was possible.
Okay, what does the injury do?
Yeah, how do we get rid of the injuries? Can we, like,
I think between scenes you have like a
long rest? As it were.
It doesn't say exactly on here.
Okay, I use my tricorder to find out where the oracle is. Are we getting
Let's
close?
figure out the injury thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
our bodies first.
We only have to do this once or twice.
Yeah.
And then...
Because next is the scene 3, so we're going to a new scene. So I'm not exactly sure
Yeah.
when that reset goes.
Alright.
Hmm.
So when you're injured, you require medical treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it takes control plus medicine task, difficulty 3,
Ah.
I
and
got 14.
the number of the injury-related complications, patient is suffering, all justice difficulty. It's naturally easier to treat serious and well stuff.
Mm.
So it looks like it's control plus medicine, difficulty 3 to remove an injury and
Ah.
get people back into duty.
Okay. I guess I should do it to myself first, right? So I could properly.
Physician heal thyself.
Yes. Okay, so using my med kit and, knowledge and triage.
Now,
And
stress
survival.
is at the end of each scene, right?
Yes, I think. Because new
Okay.
scene, reset.
Control medicine, 14. I got a 1 and a 14.
Okay, so you got 3 successes.
3 successes.
Wow.
And I get a chocolate.
Okay.
Physician healed thyself.
Ah. Well, you wouldn't get rid of all
we
the stress.
prayed well enough.
Isn't it just one stress?
bring it
No,
back.
he's dealing with injury.
Injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stress
yeah,
happens
yeah.
after between scenes.
Oh, okay.
And since you are going into another scene,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The stress is not injury.
no.
So you
Stress,
can
it
totally
lets it
stressed
build
out,
up,
but,
yeah.
but you got no
Yeah.
physical injury.
We
Yeah.
only have 4 chocolates left.
Oh my goodness.
4 chocolates left. Except for all these little ones, which I'm
I need to use the restroom real quick.
Alright, so before we enter
Okay.
scene 3, well,
He needs.
You want to get my injury?
Yeah,
Yes.
he needs
I'll
his
roll for his
injury.
injury.
heal his
Yeah.
injury.
He just stabilized me. He didn't fix my injury. You got some assistance on that? It hurts
He
here.
needs 3, he didn't even have 1.
I rolled an 18 and 19, which would be great in D&D.
I mean, you're very close to complication area, you don't want to.
You want an assistance? You want to try again? It hurts here. I'm assisting you. It hurts. Here.
Roll 1d20 then.
Okay, I got 2. So
1 success.
even though I have a field medicine thing, doesn't do me any good because I only
Okay.
got 1 in medicine.
I'll use one of the momentum then to re-roll one of these then.
Okay. You only have 1 left.
That's a 7. So,
Okay.
You got
yes, so that's 2 successes.
Yeah, you need a 3.
You need
You need
3.
three.
You roll. I tell you, you're gonna try again, so you roll both of them.
He's not giving us that option, Dad.
He
You're
isn't.
saying that.
Oh, he isn't.
You're
No.
saying that. He didn't say that.
No.
He didn't say that.
Just because you said it doesn't mean
Simon
it happens.
says.
No.
Uh huh. Okay, I guess
Or you can just take the injury, and
take the injury.
if you get hurt again, at least your stress will be reset.
Well,
so
when we go
if
to the new scene, you can try again. How about that? Is that fair?
you're gonna be
No,
just busy.
we'll be starting something new.
Right
So
away
that's why
in
it's
the
a
new scene.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do the first thing.
No.
Well, when do you start a scene where everybody's still resting? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
That's not how it works.
After the commercial break, the action happens.
And no one took cook, so
No.
if we had a cook, we could declare a meal of
Indeed.
tarred heart.
So, scene 3, Gorathar's temple.
Could we have him do a survival or some kind of check in order to try to impromptu cook one of these targ?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to. I
You're
failed
not
at
cooking
healing
him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You failed at healing him?
I
Yes,
rolled an
I-
18-19. Then he tried to assist me. I used a momentum to reroll 1. So we got 2, but I needed 3.
Mhm.
So he's sitting on
I'm
death's
still
door,
injured. I'm still injured. Yeah.
but without stress.
We start that
Isn't that
scene without
interesting?
stress?
Yes.
So he'd have no stress, but
Mhm.
have 1 injury.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess you can either choose to be down or come with us and
Um,
I'm just gonna
Oh.
stay here. Thank you, sir.
I guess I could stay in the same room and you could bring back some help.
We need to engineer this. There's time travel stuff here. We don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, just go ahead and go.
Okay.
What's the word? What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
you get more familiar with the character creation process.
Are we gonna fight the Oracle?
The smell of burning incense hangs heavy in the air at the heart of the outpost. Banners emblazoned with ancient Klingon symbols cover the walls, and candles flicker amid the gloom, faintly illuminating a pair of dozing targs held in place by heavy leashes in the corner of a room. The bent form of an elderly Klingon woman sits silently in the center of the temple. A batleth and mechleth, both finely crafted, rest near her feet. She appears to be in deep meditation, her shoulders rising and falling slowly with her breathing. She makes no other movement. What do you do?
Now's your opportunity. You can
Do I know the etiquette of the situation, or should we interrupt her?
You can approach and try to speak.
Okay, I know I can do this. Okay.
Yes.
I am Maltz, son of Gorkon, leader of the Antak, House of Antak. Sounds so confident, don't
She slowly
Tell her
opens
to
her
help your
eyes
friend.
and says, "The temporal anomalies in the asteroid field tested your wits, and my togs tested your mettle. You've proven yourselves worthy. Welcome to my temple. Yet you will be the last to receive the blessing of Glorithar, the Oracle of Barkoth Reach. For my song is nearly complete. Why have you come to see me?"
We have come to find glory and honor for our family, to restore it, if you will.
The Empire's greatest threat always originates from within. The treachery and mistrust among the Empire's great houses is more corrosive than anything done by Romulans or other rival powers.
We're a minor house. We're not part of that. We don't look at our
You must
history.
sacrifice for the good of the Empire.
I nearly did.
Can I get some healing over here?
Hush.
I shall grant you my blessing, but it will soon be worthless. She
Well-
tells you the full story that led to her to kill her own brother in single combat with the batleth she still carries.
What can we do to get rid of this?
So she killed her brother, not just.
Yes. A
Ah.
lot of information that the official records did not include.
Yes.
Okay. Is she going to reveal why she had to kill her brother?
Glorithar tried to convince Keldrach that his plan was cruel and unwise, but her brother would not back down. With no other choice, Glorithar put the glory of the Empire ahead of her own family and challenged Keldrach to single combat. She slew him with her batleth to stop him from unleashing his plan. She brought her brother's head before the commanders of her fleet, and some, led by General Gruth, remained loyal to Keldrach and swore to take revenge on Glorithar. She lured Gruth and some of his lieutenants into the core of her outpost and overloaded a chroniton generator that removed her foes from the time stream in the blink of an eye. She then turned the chronitons outward, targeting the ships of the generals who were still loyal to Keldrach. Glorithar then led a handful of ships against the rebellious commanders in a starship battle that raged throughout the Barkoth Reach for 2 days. Glorthar's outnumbered forces claimed victory despite long odds because the chroniton particles disabled the sensors of the enemy ships, created a series of temporal displacement waves that confused her enemies. She then emerged victorious, relieving the wreckage of her foes' starships smoldering and sparking among the asteroids.
Sparkling.
She ordered her remaining commanders to leave her and abandon Barkoth Reach forever. Heartbroken and alone, she turned inward, devoting her life to meditation and study of the ancient Klingon texts.
Okay, you say there's corruption
Yes.
in the Empire.
But Keldrach's secret plan was to battle not only the leaders of the rival houses, but many neutral houses. Worse, he'd made secret plans to execute entire families, including children and non-combatants, that he considered threats.
So she had every reason,
We probably
a
would've
good
been
reason
included in that,
to
to be
kill
fair.
him, because obviously he was mad, power hungry, mad. It was self-defense. So how can we help?
I suspect the warriors I wiped from the time stream will return to normal space at any moment. They will want their revengeance. I am too old to fight them and too old to run.
The
So I wait.
revengeance?
Their revengeance.
Why will they return soon?
Because the temporal anomalies are destabilizing.
Okay.
Everything's returning to normal, so they will pop back up where they disappeared.
Okay, so the wreckage that we saw, it looks like
Yeah.
recent wreckage.
Right.
It's one of the first things to pop in.
So, is there any way we can repair this device to reinstate the stability of the field?
More important, can we stand with her against these warriors?
According to the book, General Gruth and 5 time-displaced warriors now appear.
Yes!
I need to be uninjured here.
This mission
told
is...
you.
If you don't have like 6 or 7 people on this team, how
Well,
are you supposed to survive?
they did recommend we each have an alternate character we control for.
Yes,
like,
but those characters are like ensigns, grunts.
Yeah, right.
They
but
have
they're-
even less ability than you have.
well, they could have like maxed out ability in fighting.
That wasn't their intention. That's they're
No.
supposed to be, the
So,
They could sow kids.
meat shields. Yeah.
okay, well, there is a little scene beforehand. So they appear. They act disoriented at first, but quickly gain their bearings. Gruth glares at Glorithar. It's tough to say. Too many G's there. Recognizing her despite the aged appearance and bellows, "I don't know what deception you've attempted, traitor, but you will die for your crimes." Glorithar lifts her bat'leth and replies, "Let's finish this!" This leaves you with a choice. You can either decide to leave Glorithar to her fate, in which case Gruth and his bloodthirsty warriors enact their vengeance. However, you can also choose to fight alongside Glorithar. This will be a bloody, glorious battle to the death.
To battle!
Okay,
death!
I do have the value of only a fool fights in a burning house.
I have when in doubt attack.
Now, if you
True.
go against your value, what is it? Doesn't it supposed to give you some kind of an edge or something?
No.
You can also head to the targs in the corner of the room and remove them from their leash from them so they can join in the battle.
Ah,
But of course, since you already killed her other targs,
We didn't have much of a choice for that. I
No.
mean,
no.
presumably she sent them out to attack us. These she wasn't.
All right.
Sent to attack.
You shoot because you're not injured.
yeah.
You free the tards to join battle and help
okay. I'll
Glorithar.
free the tarts.
And all weigh in, and you shoot from back by the tards.
These guys are way more powerful than targs, and you will all die.
Okay. We're Klingons.
I mean, do you really want to roleplay this? Because it's almost 8. Didn't know if you wanted to just
No.
end, because that's going to take a long time.
We
Uh,
can always come back.
We always saw how long one battle took. Yeah.
Yeah. With
Okay.
6
is our,
targs. This
is
is
our
also 6.
transporter working? I have a remote transporter control.
You can use the transporter to transport out. I
Beam
guess.
us all out of there,
Yeah.
Could we
including the
transport?
old lady.
We transport the.
It would be dishonorable for
Crazy.
her to, yeah.
Yeah.
But you have no stake in this battle, really.
Yeah, yeah.
She did already technically give us the blessing,
Yeah, she did.
as much as that's worth.
And
Mhm.
she knew it was not going to last long, so
hmm
she was ready.
Her last words are, "Keldroch, today I join you in Stovakor."
Okay, let's
If
do
she
that.
survives the battle, she tells you you've earned her gratitude. Even greater glory awaits you in the Shackleton Expanse. Go and bring honor to the Empire. But, I mean, normally we're finishing these in one
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
That's kind of the nice thing about these missions. They were written just long enough
Uh-huh.
to last about 2, maybe 2.5 hours. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Does the captain decide to transport us out? Maybe.
well, I mean,
What does the captain decide to do?
let's see, the check was, reason in science plus sensors in science.
Yeah.
To beam back.
Science. Okay.
Difficulty of 2.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody got assistance.
It comes from the ship.
Oh, it comes from, okay.
Ship does
Okay.
not.
I got looks like 2 successes. Yeah.
Okay, you match. You'll be able to beam everybody out.
So does that what the captain decides to do then?
Yes.
Like I was able to inform the captain. Okay, we got the blessing.
You got the blessing. That's what you came here for. That's all that matters. So
Yeah. Is it
The-
recorded?
it gives the option to leave or fight. But if you
Okay.
fight,
We're done.
you will die.
Are there ships any materializing?
There are a few, but the ship materializes first, and like no one's inside it. But it's so extremely old that it's like there's nothing you can really do with them.
Let's fire on
Yeah.
the station.
Okay,
Destroy all the enemies.
that works for me there. Yeah, I just
Uh-huh.
get safety on the ship. Yeah.
Okay.
At least some Klingon honor in here. Getting
Yes.
Beamed away from the fight.
Have to find another.
You took 3 stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats for that. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Control secured.
Okay.
So 12 plus.
Is the
Weapons
station already
security?
damaged?
You said the thing was pretty old, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, now I gotta remember how all the.
Okay. So you get to run the ship and the.
Difficulty 3.
So depending on how much power we use, that's how much increases the
Oh.
weapons. That's why I have the
Right.
dashes there. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So a high yield salvo
Mm.
is
Orbital bombardment.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be this is the ship,
Mm.
this is me.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's adding 1 to the threat because
Yes.
I'm using the
Mm.
bombardment.
Yes, and I don't think they can do anything about it. So,
No.
So control security 8.
Mm.
12. Someone want to roll ship?
Okay, what do we roll for the ship? Just
I thought that's what your other hand was for.
It's 1 for the ship.
okay.
1 die.
Oh, 1 die.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna pick the one.
Weapons
Just-
plus
just-
just
security.
you
roll
roll
one.
one.
You roll
You
one.
roll
You
one
can't
die.
pick.
Oh.
Yeah, Dad,
Yeah.
you
All
can't.
right. All
You need
right.
a
Roll 1
15.
die.
There we go.
Uh,
Did you roll a 20?
yeah.
Here's the
You got a
momentum
momentum.
for you.
Okay,
All right.
yeah.
5.
All right.
We got a hit.
So that's 1. None of mine did it. None.
None. 1.
So I need to do a reroll,
Uh-huh.
which is
Okay.
3 to the threat because I'm
Uh-huh.
going to reroll both.
Okay, I'm spending 2 of those anyways.
All right, 2 of mine there. That's 3. So we hit with the photon torpedoes in a salvo.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Salvo option.
Penetrating.
All right, plus 1 stress. So we are at 8.
Mm.
2. This doesn't say. Difficulty 3 at 1 high yield. Okay, so this just damages everything in the area.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage with the.
Okay. A massive explosion of chronitons,
Oh,
and
nice.
everything flashes white in your vision. You've dropped out of warp near Barkoth Reach in a massive asteroid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we have the memory of everything that happened?
Yes.
Do we want to try to shoot it again?
So, is it still there?
Yeah, we just jumped back
Yeah.
in time.
Back in
Yep.
time.
Going back.
I said I
in
could spend 2
time.
momentum at any point and reverse all of this.
All right, so she's alive. The
Oh.
Targs are
All
alive.
the darks are alive, yeah.
I'm assuming she has knowledge of what happened.
Yes.
No, really?
Well,
I wouldn't think so.
maybe not. No, she's part of the problem. You were like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, she's part of the problem.
it doesn't. That's just an alternate ending. You could just
Uh-huh.
have it. You destroyed it and you flew out.
Well,
And
I was
whatever else.
thinking before we left, we could put a bunch of photons around the area for when the ships come back, and then just leave with all those. Ship shows up.
Mines, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way, she's down to 8 Targs and herself, fighting 5 instead of fighting whole ships.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we bind the outpost.
Do communications work?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we just communicate down to the her base?
There is a it would be a 0 roll, but at this point, you know, you're not carrying momentum over the next scene, so session.
Okay.
So whatever happens here at this point.
Okay.
It's meant to just end.
Yeah.
So, other
So-
than the overwhelmingly brutal nature of, you know, if you're not like twice as many people here, you're gonna die. I mean, I kind of expect that on one hand for Klingons, but on the other hand, it's like this is supposed to be the introductory mission for people who've never played it before. And I suppose it is better than the previous ones, like especially the one in the previous book. It unlike the other missions, you noticed that it didn't have it listed off like 2 attributes or 2 disciplines.
Huh.
Sometimes it was supposed to be an attribute and a discipline, and it lists off 2
Yeah.
of one or 2 of the other. And that was at least one thing about this particular mission. It did not make that mistake.
Yeah.
And I was like, but those are 2 attributes. That breaks it. Yes, it does. I don't know. It's a misprint or whatever it said. You know, it's like at least you can.
It's like D&D. Roll a street dexterity check. Wait, what?
Straight.
Yeah, but you're showing that your dexterity. What? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's kind of broken and messed up.
Mhm.
Although one thing that John did see that was interesting for
Did I?
D&D, yeah, you had suggested.
I see a lot of things.
Well, that the DM should roll for
Okay. Death saves.
death saves.
Yeah.
Oh, and not tell.
And not tell,
secret,
yeah.
yeah. That way, the players, if you have a hero in a group, they have to really decide, okay, I don't know now. I can't metagame whether or not I want to heal them or make an attack.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, unless you have a spell that lets you know, I suppose, but I'm not sure there's any.
So does that mean if you roll a 1, you get chocolate in that instance?
He's dying. I get the chocolate.
Magical chocolate.
So, what do y'all think? Was this better than the previous missions in general, or?
Oh, well, at least it was a little more, maybe, a bit better. Not much.
And, to be fair, you guys can't complain about the amount of threat I'm generating, because technically you should be generating it for every lethal attack you do. I took the town. You guys didn't.
But also, I suppose there's the matter of like.
Now, do they lose the threat at the end of the scene also? All of a sudden, threat disappears?
No.
We didn't lose our
You
momentum.
no, you carry threat over the next scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He carries threat, but we don't carry momentum.
But I'm saying
you're
you carry
talking
momentum.
about scene. You're talking about episode, right?
Episode. Well,
The next event. Next
Every
adventure.
episode, every adventure starts with each of you get a point of determination,
Yeah.
and I get 2 points of threat per
Right.
player.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that resets.
So he doesn't get the
Okay.
threat from the. Well, he gets
So
one
we can
extra for
crank
that,
threat out
that's
like
fine.
mad,
Yes.
and he has to throw it all away at the end.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he can just keep spending it as often
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
we're spending momentum, which really almost every roll until you get into this bad streak,
Yeah.
you should be using momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to get
Difficulty
adventure.
1, I'm going to roll an extra die because it's probably going to net me 1 or 2 more momentum.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I were able to assist more often, I could get more momentum that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or die less often.
Okay.
So
You
that-
guys really just need to stay back. I'll
Yeah.
sit there soaking up the damage because in melee, I got a better chance of not getting hit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that and you have more stress too to deal with first.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any other action?
Can I get a bigger gun?
Yeah, all of those the general had a batleth, and the other ones had pretty beefy weapons too. So it's like they hit, they're doing as much damage as you were doing.
yeah.
So it's not like Targs where it's like, oh, a stab might hurt a little bit. Well, they're gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, 9 is a little bit.
Yeah. That was one fierce target.
Okay. Well, next game will be Thursday.
Yes. This Thursday we'll be continuing the at Avernus. The book that's over there. Yeah.
Descent into Avernus.
Yes.
Do we actually get into Avernus or?
Not
That
yet.
would be telling.
Okay.
And at this point, you still got to clear out the rest of that dungeon. That's what you declared you were going to do last time.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While carrying huge pouches of pocket change with us.
Yes.
Okay.
We end up finding enormous chests filled with thousands of copper and
Copper
silver.
and
Oh
silver.
yeah.
I suppose for the bonus of each episode, are we going to have 2 momentum for recalling what happened, or 1 determination?
No, that's your call.
I leave it up to you guys, whichever one you want.
Determination's huge.
Determination.
Yes, but momentum.
Momentum's
start-
kind of smaller.
Well,
True. But momentum can be used by anybody, where
Right.
determination is by the individual.
yes, the one
So
person.
it's more
No,
a
it is.
reward for that person.
Yeah.
If we're
Right.
beefing up the stakes of everything else on this game, I
Yeah.
might as well be able to change that option too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Voting for 2 points
Probably
of momentum?
determination, probably. Yeah.
Determination, 1 point of determination.
Yeah.
That
So-
way it goes to a person and not.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably, yeah.
Because you already start with 1, and if you have at least another one, maybe that'll keep you from dying.
What a great time to take an entire sheet of notes for this mission.
Yes, you did.
I found these great reporter notepads that I wanted to start.
Okay.
I've been carrying these.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I found these little
They
metal
deteriorate so
spirals
much.
in my dryer so
Sure,
much.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 So I decided let's start carrying the reporter notepads that are a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And I will not forget they're in a pocket.
Oh, it's just like that. You say the mission very quickly, and there's a lot of Klingon names in it.
Yes. If
I
you
am
want.
just writing it down phonetically to myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I ask for the spelling, I'll butcher it later.
Mm-hmm.
You say it so quickly.
Like I will repeat information during that session, but if
Okay.
you want to know it the session after, though, that's up to you.
So what happened?
Watch the episode.
No, you repeat it now. I'm asking you to repeat it now.
The session's over.
Okay, it's over.
That's
So-
still being recorded.
And you're gonna be
We can stop the recording, Dad.
okay. And
No, I want to
Until
repeat
next
this.
time,
No,
happy gaming.
I wanna repeat this.
Bye-bye.